Well, in the presidential race, a third party has resurrected a familiar theme from the Republican convention. Political reporter Jessica Arp gives it another look. It is tonight's reality check.
It may look and sound like it's coming from a local, but an Iowa group is sharing its version of the history of GM Janesville.
American Future Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
American Future Fund is a 501c4 organization, a special classification of nonprofit that allows them to spend up to half of their money on political causes without having to disclose any of their donors. It's run by an Iowa state legislator, and the group says it was formed to provide a, quote, conservative and free market viewpoint.
I believe that if our government is there to support you and give you the assistance you need to retool and make this transition, that this plant will be here for another 100 years.
Well, as it turned out, that plant didn't last another year.
This is misleading. We looked at this issue back when VP candidate Paul Ryan, whose voice you hear here, made this argument in his convention speech.
And that's how it is in so many towns, where the recovery that was promised is nowhere in sight.
Yes, the plant shut for good in 2009, but the announcement of the closing and a ramp down in production happened before Obama was even president. GM executives announced the planned closure of the Janesville plant in June of 2008, saying there was no demand for the trucks and SUVs the plant was producing. They then ramped down production in December of that year and completely closed it in April of 2009, after the auto bailout and Obama had been president for 4 months. Did the president say that the plant would be there for another 100 years? Absolutely. But it was contingent on the plant being retooled to make more fuel-efficient vehicles, which GM never did, and you could arguably say the president didn't push for either. I'm Jessica Arp with this News 3 Reality Check.